All right, everybody, kicking off our Tuesday media availability with quarterback Carson Beck. Matt Shadell from Kane Sport. We'll start with you.
Yeah, hey Carson, thanks for taking a couple of minutes here. I wanted to get your thoughts on sort of where the offense is heading from here, if you see some momentum building, because it's been sort of a little bit of up and down the last couple of games.
I feel like, the entire season outside of, one game, really, we won, at least one of our attacks has been, pretty good, right? And obviously each week our goal is to continue to get better and find balance and having a good rushing attack, being physical, also trying to take shots, quick game, moving the power, all these different things that you can do as a offense, right? But again, I think we've continued to progress outside of one game where, we didn't really show up. And again, we talked about this last week. That starts with me. And I thought that we had a good game last week. We came out in the second half and I think created some momentum that hopefully continues to kind of snowball throughout the rest of the season.
Awesome. We'll kick it over to Andrea Adelson. Andrea?
Hey, Carson, I've got two for you. The first one is just the patience with the run game, particularly in the second half last week. Just how much did you feel like that helped in terms of building the confidence and kind of getting back to the things that you guys like to do on the ground?
Yeah, it always helps to, be able to be physical and run the football. And it's something that you have to commit to, right? You're not going to hit 10-yard, 15-yard, 20-yard rushes and have explosive rushes all the time, right? Especially in the first quarter, right? Everybody's fresh, everybody's coming out with energy. People are coming in to come play us and we're going to get everyone's best effort and they're going to get our best effort as well. But at the same time, those 3 to 4 yard rushes turn into 8, 9 yard rushes in the fourth quarter later in games as you start to wear down teams. So something you have to commit to, but there also has to be balance. So just finding that and continue to improve in all facets as an offense is what we're doing. I think we're on the right track.
And the second question for you, just looking ahead to SMU, I think they lead the country in turnovers gained. Just what have you seen from their defense as you watch them that's allowed them to have that type of success?
Yeah, they do a really good job. In my opinion, it's one of the best defenses in the conference, if not the best, and definitely one of the best defenses in the nation. If you watch it from an aspect of turnovers and you look at their D line and what they're able to do and, creating havoc in the run game and just honestly being able to be physical and kind of push people around is one of their strong suits. So, and again, that's, I feel like what we do well. So, that's going to kind of be the key of the game is, who's able to kind of win that battle, right? And again, like I said, they're a really talented defense and they do a really good job. So again, they're going to pose a challenge for us, but just looking forward to having that opportunity to go out and execute and continue to have good practices and build them as we lead up to Saturday.
Thank you.
Awesome. We'll go over to Adam Lichtenstein next. Adam?
Hey Carson, so kind of in the same vein, one of the things I noticed about SMU is that they're one of the top, top teams in terms of interceptions, but also one of the worst teams in terms of passing yards allowed. When you watch them on film, I guess what does that kind of tell you? Is there something that stands out about just the way they cover, or anything that would kind of account for that weird discrepancy?
Well, when teams play zone coverage as more of their base, right, they're going to get more interceptions, and that's just, that's the name of the game, right? You have more vision on the quarterback, more eyes on the quarterback, so you have to be extremely accurate. You have to be on time, and again, not try to force things, right? If they spread the net and they cover it well, just again take the check down, live to play another day. Don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe, right? As compared to teams that play man, right? Their eyes aren't on the ball. It's more pass breakups and things of that sort. So again, just watching them, they do a good job of kind of going through a Rolodex of coverages and blitzes and things of that sort. But again, it's going to be about us and how we're able to come in and execute and just try to be as crisp as possible.
Awesome. We'll wrap it up with Jordan McPherson. Jordan?
Yeah, hey Carson, I was just curious for you, now that you've had a couple months of in-game action with Malachi Tony, just is there anything he's doing that's surprising you or impressing you more than maybe other facets of the game? I mean, we see how dominant he's been so far as a kid who just turned 18 a month ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. There's nothing that has surprised me about him from, shoot, the first time I ever watched him, I expected it. And it's so funny because no, obviously people knew that he had came early and I don't, obviously nobody knew what he was gonna be or this, but I remember just telling, all my family and friends about what he was going to be able to do for us this year, and that we definitely had a secret weapon, and that kind of went away after the first game. And even after that, he's continued to show up and just make unbelievable plays. So again, that's a credit to his work effort, or his work ethic, and the effort that he gives day in and day out. So just continuing to try to get better with him and try to make sure that we're getting everything out of him that we can each and every week.
Awesome. Thank you, Carson. We'll see you Saturday.
I'll go on. Thank you guys.